Okay, so today we will learn how to connect Excel chart. This Excel charts, every sheet have a Excel chart to PowerPoint. See, it is very important that to understand the method by which this chart can be posted to PowerPoint slides automatically. So every sheet have a two charts. So it can be more than two or can be 10 charts in each sheet, but there is a two sheet. I am just taking an example of it. So I'm just taking a two charts over here for each sheet. So first of all, we need to write a VBA code. See, it is very important. VBA code can be write over the sheet code, or you can insert a module over from here, right? So I'm writing this code for this workbook only. So I'm just typing in subroutine power. It is, so we are making a presentation, so I'm just PR subroutine. So first of all, I'm writing, I have to connect this PowerPoint app. This is app. So I'm just taking, so before that you just need to go to tools, go to reference, from the list of Microsoft below here. Okay, you have to select this PowerPoint, whatever the PowerPoint number version is there, the 16. Then you can select this one, because I am doing the early binding coding. See, so first of all, declare in memory dim PPT app, or we can say PowerPoint app as new PowerPoint dot application. So we have, now I have connected this PowerPoint, okay, from Excel. So first of all, this is PowerPoint. We have selected this PowerPoint, so we need to open this PowerPoint. So PowerPoint app dot visible dot, sorry, true. See, press F5 and it will be visible to all, right? But there is no slides. So how do we get slides? So number one, so we have to connect this PowerPoint visibility. First of all, every PowerPoint have a presentation, right? So let's we do this. So let's pw app dot presentation dot add. Now press F5. It's give me a slide now, right? It's give me a slide. Before this line, it will not give me a slide. So I'm adding the presentation. See this one. It is not now. Control Z. Now this is adding a PowerPoint slide. Now we got the slide. See, if we are doing this line, we don't need this line. It is working like this one. Okay. Now we have added a PowerPoint slides, right? So now we need, we come to the PowerPoint. We are going to add a PowerPoint slide based on the number of chart in this. We are going to add the PowerPoint slides based on the total count of chart, because each chart will be pasted on each slide. So there is a total number of 2, and here is a 2. That means 2 chart, 4 slides has to be there, right? So first of all, but before that I have to connect this workbook. I go to this workbook, then I go to this sheet, then I go to the chart, then copy and then paste it. This is the total scenario, right? So first of all, I'm dim is declaring memory. WB. W is a workbook as workbook. I have workbook. Control plus space workbook. So I have mentioned that WB is a workbook. But which workbook? I have mentioned the verb WB is a workbook. But which workbook? This workbook, right? So we have to set this WB as a this workbook. This workbook. Now I have set that WB is a this workbook. This workbook has a how many sheets? So WB as a WS as a worksheet, right? Now we have connected the worksheet, but we have two worksheet, or can be two or more than two worksheets there. So total number of 256 worksheets can be there. So I'm just looping that this workbook is there, right? So first of all, I go to for each worksheet in WB sheets, like this, right? Because WB is a workbook and every workbook have a lot of sheets. So we can do this next, because I'm looping in between sheets, not in workbook. This is a worksheet and this is a workbook, and this is only total number of worksheets. So now this is the worksheet. Debug dot print ws dot name. Now press F5 and we got the worksheet. Control G and we got the sheet name, right? Leave it, close it. Now comment this code so that it will not run again and again. Yeah, this one. So now I come to the worksheet in loop. So for every worksheet have a charts. This is the one chart and this is another chart. Look at this. This is the one chart. This is another chart. This is chart objects. Every worksheet have a chart objects. Chart objects, not object. And objects, right? So I'm just declaring CST as a chart objects and dim ch as a chart object, right? It is singular. Now I got this. So for each, now we have to set. See, we mentioned that CST is a chart object, but which chart object? This chart object or another chart object? So we have to set it. Set CST is equals to PWApp sorry, I don't need a okay, we just set it. So WB is a chart objects, or sorry, WS dot chart objects. Look at this. I have set it. I am telling that when you looping through the worksheet, every worksheet has a chart objects. One or two, three, four charts is there. Then I will loop through this charts objects. This ch and cst. Next. Now I'm looping in between charts. So every chart have, so chart dot select, then chart dot copy, right? I'm selecting each chart one by one. Look at this. Press. Got it. Now look at this. I'm pressing F8. So it it's selecting first chart. Look at this. Okay, look again. Press F8. selected. This chart is selected. This chart is not selected. This chart is because it is looping through this chart. When it comes to worksheet, when it comes to cursor is here worksheet, then it's searching for the chart objects. How many chart objects are there? One or two. So it's loop through chart objects. CST is chart objects. And select and copy. Now it's copying. Copy. So after copying, I have to add a I have to add a slides, so that slide here. For each chart we need to have one slide. So we need to add a slide here, so that copy we can copy the chart and paste it in the slide, right? So I'm just closing it. Now I'm adding the slide, right? So we need to add a slide. So pw app dot first of all, the presentation will be open here, so we need to check active presentation, otherwise it will open another presentation again. Then slides, then add, right? Then index. So see, now when the presentation will be open the first time, there is will be no slides. So how many slides is there? There is zero. So we have to add app dot active presentation dot slides dot count. This will be a 0 because this line will be a 0. Look at this. This line will be a 0 because the active presentation will be have a 0, but we need to add a 1. So plus 1. How many slide can we add? One slide. Look at this. Look. But it is in a blank format. So just comma and take blank. Now this. Now look at this. We need to set now pwd. This is a slide, so we do not have we have a slide, so we have to declare a slide. Then sld as a slide, powerpoint slide, right? Slide. So which slide? The slide which is created has to be set to this slide, like this. Now look at this. Press F5. There is will be a 4 slides. For each chart, there is a 4 slide. Okay. For each chart, one slide, the total number of chart is 4. The total number of slide is 4. I have set. I am telling that PowerPoint have a slide, but which slide? The This slide, the PowerPoint which is created. This PowerPoint. Yeah, that means active presentation like this one. This is active presentation. Active presentation have a initially do not have any slides. It is had a 0 slides. Then plus 1, so it can add a 1 slide. It should be a blank. Then I have set this slide as a slide. This slide, this slide. Then now I am getting it slide. Now I got the slide. I've set this slide dot shapes dot paste special. Then we get paste meta picture file, and now I'm closing it. Look at this, right? Now let's try this. Now look at this. This slide have a, now it's pasting the slide. The chart is a picture file like this. Okay, now we got the chart. Now we need to format it as per our requirement. So so we need to take a it is a, but now look at this, one more thing is there. Look at the every slide have a one chart, right? This is chart, this is a slide, this is a chart. There is no another text box, so this is the object number one. This is slide number one, this is object number one. This is slide number two, it is object number one. Because every slide have a more than one or two, three, four, five, six objects. So this is a slide, this is object number one, this is object number one. So now we have to target this object, then comes to this object, then comes to this object, right? To make it formatting on it, so that we can make a formatting on it. So first of all we have to dim shp shape as a shapes, right? So we need to set a shape shp is a shape because we are pasting it, chart is here. So it's I'm setting the shape is, this is the shape, this is the first shape. Okay, now I'm formatting it. shp dot left side, this should be a 155. shp dot top would be 155. shp dot width equals to 400. shp dot height, this should be 350, right? Now we have set it now, so we don't need this because I'm early binding, because I'm making it early binding. So this is a slide, so it is very easy to dot using the dot features. So now I'm closing this PowerPoint because it will open another PowerPoint. Look at this, right? Now it's now it's doing perfectly all right. It in the center also, right? Now I need to add on one text box over here. This is a slide, this is a shape number one, and when I add a text box here, that's shape number two. If you add more than text, shape number one, shape number one, shape number two, shape number three, and all. Look at this. I'm talking about this. If I'm adding this one, this is shape number two. If I add one more shape is here, shape number three, and so on. This is shape number one, shape number two, and shape number three, right? So go to insert. This is a shape number one, sorry, shape number two. Now I am adding shape number three and all. This is shape number one, shape number two, and shape number three. It is a sequence order. So we are this number is very important so that we can target particularly text box. And so now I'm adding a text box. So simple. We have made a slide in this slide, then paste. Then we are targeting slide dot shapes dot add text box. This one. Then text box will be horizontal or vertical. This should be horizontal so that it will, so it's a horizontal like a straight. This one. I don't want text box in this way. I want text box in this way. Text box. Now text frame, then text range, then text. Not what will be text. Text will be every sheet have a this one, wholesale retail is there, right? So we are targeting this one. So it's a B6 in the sheet name. Now it is very important. Now it is very important to understand which sheet. Every sheet, every sheet has a answer. So we are targeting as a sheet. Sheet is WS. WS dot range. It's a B6. So it's a B. It's a B6 and 6. So every time it's be changed. So I'm putting it I and then value. What is I? I stand for index. So it is a B6, B7. I'm declaring it I as a equals to 5. But I'm declaring I5. That means B5. That means B5. Right? This one. But I need B6. So I'm putting here is plus 1. That's a B6 now. But it's a loop. Uh, First slide will have a text box like wholesale. Second slide will be should be retail. So we need to B7. So I need to I equals to I plus 1. It's a loop, right? Then first slide will be over. When the first slide will be over, look at this. So there is an error. Yeah, we have forget to dimension of the text box. Left side it should be a 50. Top side this should be 20. Length is width is 900. Height is 250. Now look at this. Press F5 and it will create a text box. Yeah, look at this. Wholesale. This is a retail. Then 0 and 0. Why is it 0? Because first slide has a B6. First slide has a I plus 1 is equals to 6. We got this one. Next slide. This is B7 because I6 I6 plus 1 I7, then come to I7, then again a slide I7 I8. So the I8 is a blank and I9 is a blank, so we need to redefine I again as a 5, so that when it comes to the another slide this should be I is equals to, it must be a 5. Now look at this. We don't want this. Look at this. Now every slide has a wholesale. Got right, but now we are targeting this one. This is a shape number 1, this is shape number 2. We will target the shape number 2. We will target the shape number 2. So how will target the shape number 2? Then every slide have a shape, but this shape number 2, we are targeting shape number 2, right? Then text frame dot text range dot font size equals to 60, right? Then slide dot shape number 2 dot text frame, that text frame dot text range. Then paragraph formatting, this is a paragraph formatting. Then paragraph formatting, that means alignment must be alignment equals to center. Look at this. I have targeted here this one. Save it. Then press F5. Now look at this. increasing the size of this PowerPoint. This is a wholesale, this is a retail, wholesale, retail. Right now, this is not closing. I'm not closing here. I'm doing something special. I'm trying to do something special. So, see, we have made this code so that it can be generated. Small, small, small size. Look at this. Look at this. I5. The whole code will be appearing here. Now this is bounded for, this is early bounding because we have to go to this reference. What if we do not have, because when you go to reference it will create, because when I will send this sheet to office 2013 person, so this code will take, and this code will share the error because it is a PowerPoint 16. We have mentioned we have added the reference of PowerPoint 16, but at a office 2013 there will be a PowerPoint 13 object library, so will shoot an error. So for that, this is a early binding code. We need to change this to, this will be changed to late binding. So for late binding, this should be a object, object, as an object. Okay. This this one. This is an object, and this workbox will be replaced with the Excel active workbook, right? Lead binding. We are working on lead binding. Excel. This should be Excel sheet. That's an option. Leave it. Chart object is okay. PowerPoint slide is okay. This is not. This will be a object. Object. Okay. Now, for the lead binding, we need to create a object here first of all. So, pw set pw app is equals to create control space. Here is application name. It's a PowerPoint, not application. If I'm not wrong. So PowerPoint application is there. Look at this PowerPoint. Yeah, it's okay. This is object. Okay, now Now we are adding this one. So let me check F8 first of all. F8, 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 F8. We are adding this one. So we have created our binding. It is a lead binding now. So now go workshop is a active workbook, right? Copy slide. Maybe it is coming in slides and yes, it's working. Slide number one. We got all this presentation here. So it's a late binding. Now, if you send this code to anybody, it will create the PowerPoint object automatically. It will not use this references. This references is not. If you deselect this, this code will not work. Look at this. Slide number two, run shoot error because it does not have a PowerPoint object. But this code, because I am not selecting this, I'm selecting this, but this code will work. Inbuilt procedure and argument. So of course, why not? Active presentation power app. Add WB. WB is Excel active workbook. Let me check one by one. Slide is okay. Now WB, WS. Select the slide. Chart. Copy. This is giving an error. Okay. We have to set. What is an object? Remove it. Procedure invalid code. Why it is giving me an object error? Because I have not set this one. I have not set. Not this presentation is there anything dot active Let me check. AW app dot. Let me add one more thing one more time. Dot. This presentation is there. Active presentation is there. We need to set this one. We need to have a presentation. PW presentation as a object. Now set PW presentation, and this one should be PW PRESS. Sorry, single S. Let me check. Now it's passing. Now it's passing. Right. Perfectly going on. F8. Now run it fast. Look at this. There are two. Leave it and leave it. Remove it. Remove it. Just stop it. First of all. Now press F5. Now it's working fine. Right? Now this code will work on everywhere. On all Excels. On Excel version. This code will work on all all Excel versions. Right? All type of presentation, all Office version. This code will work on all Office versions. So this is a late binding. Late binding. And this is a look at this. First of all, I will just remove first so that early binding. This code will not work because it does not have reference number one. But this code should work. Okay. We need to set this one also. So this is active presentation now. As object. We can do one more thing is here. Just remove it and press I. Sorry, press J. J must be J is equals to 1 and look at this J plus 1. Let's do this. Um, so what error is giving? Wrong number argument and invalid property assignment. Okay. W present dot slides dot count plus 1. Invalid possession caller agreement. Let's do this. Number of argument add slides. Start J dot So it won't work. It is not working. Let me check this one. Object required. Okay. Object is active presentation. I will pass the call. Hmm. Okay, leave it. I will check this code and come back to you. Meanwhile, just close it.